must remember how we came to the play in the first place. Tom Murphy became writer in association. It was a huge moment for us. It was a step into the professional world. We did some of his early plays, and then finally he presented us with this play which he had written specially for us, and indeed for Siobhan McKenna. And the play was so extraordinary and so strange in the sense of the conceit of a laughing competition and a woman in a bed telling that story endlessly because she's caught up in the events of it.
We had a pony and trap once, the Sunday outings. You don't remember? Ribbons. Grandad would always bring ribbons home for our hair. You don't remember?
You work too hard. What? And you're too serious.
Do you remember Daddy?
When? Photographs. Old brown ghosts. You're too serious.
And at the time, it was just such a strange play. And the thing that I think I found coming back to it is that however bold and brilliant a conceit for a play I thought it was then, it seems even more so now, which I think is an incredible thing to say about a play that's 30 years old. There isn't, despite my talking about the fact that it's set in 1984 and that we have to do research to get the period props, the play feels that it could have been written yesterday. The play feels that it could still be written tomorrow. And I think knowing the play in the way I did 30 years ago and coming back to it, it feels an even greater play than I remembered or felt at the time.
A young one came on in to observe a rehearsal period, and she was from Milton, and she would be 40 now, and she had heard the story.
Right.
So this was the basic story of a man who couldn't get home on a bad night. The roads were bad, and he was in despair. Everything was going against him. And as usual in a gathering, there's somebody with a singular laugh.
I think the problem here is everybody's politely waiting for somebody else, which
Yes.
people don't do normally, and certainly sing actors don't do.
No, that's
Okay, so you, Mamo, I have a surprise for you. Go on.
Pardon?
Right? You have to grab her. You have to grab her out of the story.
The candle was too quick because the candle might go out.
Then fuck the candle and light it down here.
It's just honest, and it looks at everybody without sentimentality. He writes, his writing is robust. You can feel it in your mouth. You know, you feel the words, the power of the words. It's always like that. It's always meaty, and yet he has great sympathy for human beings and their failures and their successes as well. So it's just, you just get to play a real person in all of his plays, and particularly in this. It's amazing.